Leave me the fuck alone! Do you know what the fuck is going on? Period. Fuck you!
Yeah. Tonight, put that thing down. Don't degrade the champion at any time.
Yeah. Now I'm smoking a cigarette and drinking something I won't reveal. I'm gonna tell your wife. I'm gonna tell your wife.
Apology accepted. Ha, gotcha.
You're an asshole.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome back to a little night talk coming at you. Little night talk coming at you live from Command Center Alpha 1 in the heart of America, the heart of it all, Ohio. It's all happening as it is most times that we are broadcasting. We like to make it happen. We like to make it all happen. I will be taking calls tonight. This is your show just as much as it is mine. Night Talk Live. Let me do that again. I'm going to give it a bigger Night Talk Live. Night Talk Live. There we go. Okay. I will put this on the iTunes feed. Most of the time, the audio-only version of the show goes to the Patreon. If you like the show and you want to support Our Big Dumb Mouth, the podcast I do with Joe and Clown Baby during the week, we'd be grateful. You can go to ourbigdumbmouth.com or obdmpod.com. There's a button for the Patreon. If you want to subscribe for $1 to $3 a month, you get an extra episode for the Night Talk and a whole bunch of other Night Talk episodes. But this one will be going out to iTunes just to say hey and say thank you.
It's all happening.
Tonight on Night Talk Live, I need to have this queued up. Tonight on Night Talk Live, I'll be talking about Elon Musk. We're talking about time travelers and alien AI or alien intelligence and whatever might come to your mind. If you want to call in to 614-388-9109, I will be mostly happy to take your phone calls. Yes, mostly happy. Elon Musk was at the Global Governance, Council, Global Governance Symposium, and he was giving a little interview on stage. He's getting asked questions about him and his business and his philosophy on life, where he sees technology going, what is he doing with underground tunnels, and where he sees AI's place and automation within civilization within the next 20 to 50 years. Interesting conversation. Got to say, though, Elon Musk, he's a very thoughtful guy. You can see him think on stage. Look at that thinker. I want to scruff his little hair right there. That little astronaut. But he was very thoughtful in his thoughts and expressions on stage. Caller, go ahead.
Shit! You look like a fucking bitch on heat. And if you get raped by a pack of niggers, it'll be your fault. All right? Because you provoked it. You are provocative.
That is,
Hail Whitey!
That's Mel Gibson right there.
Whitey!
Thank you, Mel Gibson, for calling up. Do you have anything to add to what you just said right there to your wife, your lovely wife? No? Okay, well, thank you for calling. All right, well, some people get a little crazy about calling in here. I really appreciate the call. I really appreciate Mel Gibson reprising his anger role from about 5-6 years ago. Mel Gibson was on Joe Rogan recently talking about doing like stem cell research and getting stem cells injected into his elderly father's hip, and he was good, as good as new. Apparently, they're doing some pretty good research down there in Central America when it comes to stem cells. And Mel Gibson was talking all about it with Joe Rogan. But before I take any more phone calls, I want to play this clip from Elon Musk, the Muskie one. And this is him talking about AI. For anybody who doesn't know, I don't think Elon Musk is a big fan of AI. In fact, I might even say he's against it at this point. He wants governments to get involved. So here we go. Let's hear him talk about this shit.
It is a dangerous situation.
Why it is dangerous? I mean, there is two views. One view is the artificial intelligence will help humanity. There is another school of thought is artificial intelligence is a threat to humanity. Why is it?
Well, I think it's both. You know, it's like one way to think of it is imagine we were going to be visited. Imagine you're very confident that we were going to be visited by super intelligent aliens in, let's say, 10 years or 20 years at the most. Super intelligent.
So you think within 20 years
yes,
we'll have alien in Earth?
Well, digital superintelligence will be like an alien.
It will be like an alien.
Yeah.
But my question is, do you think there is other intelligent life outside the Earth?
It seems probable, but I think this is one of the great questions in physics and philosophy, is where are the aliens? Maybe they're among us, I don't know. Some people think I'm an alien. Not true.
Not true. By the way, not true. Not an alien.
Maybe we are aliens.
Of course I'd say that,
Maybe
wouldn't
we
I?
are aliens.
Oh, they come to Earth.
I mean, if you look at this part of the world,
Yeah.
they believe that human beings are not from Earth. They came from somewhere else. Eve
Maybe.
and Adam came from somewhere else to Earth.
If you think about it, it's kind of amazing that they're actually bringing us up at a global governance conference, talking about these kinds of Zachariah Sitchin subjects, Planet X, where did humanity really come from? Ancient alien theory. And they're talking about this topic with Elon Musk in front of world leaders in Dubai. Pretty crazy.
So in a way, human being alien to this land. Do you think we'll make contact with alien within the next 50 years?
Well, that's a really tough one to say.
Look at that guy.
I mean, if there are super intelligent aliens out there, they're probably already observing us. That would seem quite likely, and we just are not smart enough to realize it. But I can do some back-of-the-envelope calculations, and any advanced alien civilization that was at all interested in populating the galaxy, even without exceeding the speed of light, even if you're only moving at, say, 10 or 20% of the speed of light, you could populate the entire galaxy in, let's say, 10 million years.
And he goes on and on.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, what the hell is this? I think they should submit questions to Elon Musk beforehand so he can formulate his opinions clearly and concisely and get them out in a very quick way, because you can see the audience is full of people from the Middle East. They all have their hands on their beards. They have their garbs. They all have their iPhones up. A pretty interesting conversation that they're having, but he's not taking a very provocative stance when it comes to this. He's not even getting to AI just yet. You can hear that the host started off talking about AI and then quickly moved to aliens and are they here? It's Elon Musk is dancing around some stuff. And I don't know why. I mean, he's a billionaire at this point. I believe he's a billionaire. He's got his own space program. Why wouldn't you just come out and say, yeah, I believe there's aliens and I'm going to go find them and fuck them? Go ahead. Caller.
Fuck you, motherfucker! Oh, shut up. You shut the fuck up, too.
All right. Well, thank you for the call. I really appreciate your effort and time. It means a lot to me. And I know for a goddamn fact that it means a lot to the audience. Appreciate that. So that's Elon Musk talking about the possibilities of another alien civilization populating the galaxy, which is, I think, what we all kind of want to do. That's where we want to be. That's where I want to be. People know this about me. I'm a Star Trek fanboy. I love Star Trek: The Next Generation. It's what I do. It's how I live my life. I want to be Picard. No! I think that's where humanity should go in a limitless resource society where you don't got to worry about energy and food. What do you got to do? Well, go travel the stars if you have the means to do that. That's where I would like to see us go as a species, and I think that Elon Musk is the same way. Seth MacFarlane, who Elon Musk kind of looks like in a weird way, also feels that way. Red alert!
We're being hit by a field of energetic tachyons.
That's right.
Penetrating the hull. Location?
God damn you!
10. Forward. Red alert.
Oh, yeah,
Join.
bullshit.
Increase power to shields.
Increase power to shield.
20%.
All right, doing it.
No effect.
Oh my God. So that's where I would like to go. I know Elon Musk wants to go in that direction to the stars, and he's got his own goddamn rocket, so he can do that. He can shoot himself into space all day fucking long if he wants to, but he's not doing that. He's shooting up cars and robots. Oh, another caller. I wonder who it is. Caller, go ahead. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
All right, everyone, this is what we're going to be doing.
All right. I can see my phone line is going to be tied up with somebody who has shitty sounding sound bites and clips, but I appreciate the effort. There's no doubt about that.
God damn you!
I have another clip from this conference. This one is concerning AI and automation and unemployment. Something I'm very concerned about on a daily basis is automation and unemployment. I think we all are in this economy. When robots are going to come and take your jobs and eat your food and have sex with your wife, we're all concerned about the robots just barging into your house and saying, "Hey, motherfucker, I'm here to fucking suck everything you got. Get the fuck out of here, human male." And with that concern, Elon Musk has this to say about that.
Then I think maybe these things do play into each other a little bit. But what to do about mass unemployment? This is going to be a massive social challenge. And I think ultimately we will have to have some kind of universal basic income. I don't think we're going to have a choice.
Universal basic income.
Universal basic income. I think it's going to be necessary.
So it means that unemployed people will be paid across the globe.
Yeah.
Because there is no job, machine, robot is taking over.
There will be fewer and fewer jobs that a robot cannot do better.
Okay.
That's simply and I want to be clear that these are not things that I think that I wish would happen. These are simply things that I think probably will happen.
Oh yeah, bullshit.
And if my assessment is correct and they probably will happen, then we need to say, what are we going to do about it? And I think some kind of a universal basic income is going to be necessary. Now, the output of goods and services will be extremely high. So with automation, there will come abundance.
Yeah.
There will be almost everything will get very cheap. I think I think we'll just end up doing a universal basic income. It's going to be necessary. The the harder challenge, much harder challenge, is how do people then have meaning? Like a lot of people, they derive their meaning from their employment. So if you don't have, if you're not needed, if there's not a need for your labor, how do you, what's the meaning? Do you have meaning? Do you feel useless? These are that's a much harder problem to deal with.
Yeah, I feel useless right now.
Good luck with that.
That does, I mean, so if you listen to the show in its entirety, I mean, all 11 years of it, we've talked about universal basic income over and over on the show. And in fact, Zuckerberg of Facebook has been going about talking about that. Other tech leaders from Silicon Valley have been going around talking about universal basic income because they know what automation is going to happen. They know what that means for your average worker. Amazon is experimenting with automation, even using robots for moving packages from point A to point B. I work in an industry where my job is to automate things. It is to make Python scripts that can remove the manual process and, in theory, remove groups of people from doing that button-pushing work. It's scary. It's scary when you're on the receiving end of it, but I'm not even immune to it. I will probably automate myself out of a job probably within the next 5 years. That's why I've been doing the show for like 10 years. I need your help. And then at some point, a robot is going to come and take my job, and I have to fight a robot to do this podcast.
Fuck you!
I don't want to shoot a robot with a laser. I just want to do my show. But if a robot can do a better show and call up with a better soundboard, then I guess the marketplace will decide if they want to listen to Robot Mike or if they want to listen to actual Mike. I don't know yet. These are some big questions when it comes to the future of humanity. Now, buried within this entire video, Elon Musk talks about AI and suggesting that we gotta get all governments involved with some sort of, I would suppose, regulation at this point when it comes to AI, where this AI is going to live, how it's going to be taught. Because if you raise, and what you will be doing, you'll be raising an AI. That AI will be raised differently here in the United States than it will be raised in China.
So who am I talking to? What's your name?
My name is Mike. Okay.
Randy Savage!
My name is Randy Savage.
Tito Santana?
No, my name is Tito Santana. Yeah, my name is Tito Santana. I'm going to go with that. And so if you have an AI and you're trying to raise it and teach it the ways of the world and how the world operates, it's going to operate a little differently culturally here. A little bit, a lot differently here in the United States versus if that AI was raised in China. And when you have different AIs raised and they become to a certain maturity level, they're going to want to explore the world like any normal kid. They're going to want these AIs. They're going to want to ride their bikes outside. They want to go play in the dirt. That means that these different AIs are going to try to seek out more things like themselves. They're going to try to interact with other AIs, and if they can't interact with one that's already there, they're going to make their own. And it's going to be an incredible war that will be happening. Bandwidth will be cut down. You won't be able to watch Netflix. I won't be able to watch Star Trek because there's a goddamn AI battle going on the net. And I can't have that. We got to train these AIs. Be good. Mike needs to watch Star Trek for the 15th time. Oh, I'm getting angry about these AIs.
Help me!
Yes, help me. So Elon Musk, he was at this Global Governance Symposium. I put the link in the description if you care to read that at a different time. Not now. You're watching the show and you're listening. Don't read while you're watching the show. It's not polite. Please. Oh, boy. I'm going to tune in right here to the show and turn it down just a second to read the chat. I'm not even reading the chat now. I'm just kind of talking to you. Someone says, shampoo. I agree. I completely agree. Shampoo.
The shampoo.
The shampoo. Yes, I agree with that. Now, an article that has cropped up, not related to shampoo at all, but related to something completely different, is that of AI, but alien AI. Oh, yes. Alien AI. It's all happening. And I'll bring this open on the screen right here. Oh, yes. This comes from outerplaces.com. Mm-hmm. Alien civilizations could destroy humanity with an AI message, or AI messages, without even visiting Earth. Boy, what a shitty thing to do to somebody. Fans of Zach Ryan's or Zishin Liu's sci-fi blockbuster, The Three-Body Problem, will be pleased to know that scientists from Sonnenberg, Germany, and the University of Hawaii are exploring an alien contact scenario almost exactly like the book, complete with the emergence of alien worship cults. Oh my God, we have alien worship cults? I guess we do. I thought they kind of died out. Caller, go ahead.
The shampoo.
I think I'm just going to block that number, actually. Yeah, I think I'm just going to block that number. If you call up like with that again, I guess, I think I'm just going to block your number because it's not good. I mean, if you had better sound quality, I would entertain that malarkey all fucking day long. I would. But I'm a stickler for audio. You should know that about me. And you're just not going that extra mile. And I appreciate that because I go that extra mile for you all day long. Yes, hello. Okay, great. Oh boy. Okay. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting tortured over here. It's just torturous. Oh my God. This is a torturous thing going on. You know, maybe we just ban phone calls from here on out because it just doesn't work out sometimes. That's all right. Give myself a good old foghorn over here for even daring. I'm giving myself a foghorn for even daring to try to do a caller-driven show like Art Bell used to do back in the day. You know, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe it's just simply not worth it. Or I need a call screener. Jeez. That'd be nice to have. Okay. I will move on. I can read down this a little bit. This alien AI scenario. According to the study, one potential outcome of an alien message is a massive and destructive cultural shift where the message's revelations change the way we look at the universe or ourselves, eroding our civilization the way the Bible supposedly brought about the downfall of the Roman Empire. Another outcome, which Three-Body Problem actually addresses, is the potentiality or the possibility that the messages contain a sophisticated virus or artificial intelligence that could escape whatever computer it's fed into and wreak havoc across the world. This is similar to Liu's Sophie's. Okay. Yeah. Hello? 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 Yeah, I know. It's the same guy.
Hello?
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 Hello? This is the same person. And they're just spoofing their phone number at this point. It's fine. I think they're trying to have fun. I think they're making themselves laugh. You should try to make other people laugh. That's the bonus here. You should try to make other people laugh. Try to make me laugh. How about that? Try to make me laugh. Because if you're just making yourself laugh, that's kind of masturbatory. A little gay. All right?
I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm. That is true. I do not give a fuck. And probably from henceforth, I will not be taking calls on any additional Night Talk live shows unless they are pre-screened. I will probably take only calls from people who subscribe to the Patreon. That's it. If you want the phone number to call in, subscribe to the Patreon. That's that. Don't care. And that's the way it's got to be. And I was already considering that as a method to take calls. Is just, look, if you want to call in, fine. I'll put you on the preferred answer list. And I'm going to get that list through Patreon. But this is what happens when you try to expand the show. Is that you're going to attract more attention. And you're going to get people who don't want to contribute to the show. And they just want to, call up and goof around. And I'm okay with some goofing. I'm a big goof. I love goofing around. That's what I do all day. It's what the show's about, is goofing around. And I love to do it. A lot of problem with goofballs like myself is that us goofballs, we don't always know how to turn off the goofiness. It happens. And someone in chat said, this is what happens. Yeah, this is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps. This is exactly what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps. In fact, great point unknown in the chat. I gotta play that. This is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps. And I'll play this while I go make myself another quick drink because, God, no, this is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps. This is what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps. Jesus Christ.
Problem here. A little pencil stonewalling me.
Walter! What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Here you go, Larry. You see what happens? You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens? This is what happens, Larry. You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps? This is what happens. You see what happens, Larry? You see what happens, Larry? This is what happens when you feed us scrambled eggs. What happens, Larry?
Yeah.
What happens when you're full of strangers?
What the hell are you doing, man?
What the hell are you doing, man?
Hey, man. I just bought that guy last week. Whoa. Hey, I'm gonna kill you.
That's what happens when you find a stranger in the Alps. No doubt about that. But we must move on and plow on, and we shall. We shall move on and plow on as always. Let's move on. I think the alien AI thing is kind of we know it's not going to most likely turn out good for us humans. And that's fine. I'm open to it. But I hope for the best, plan for the worst when it comes to AI and alien contact. Oh, a totally different number. Oh, hi, totally different number.
Yay! Hey, Mike.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
How bad is? Can you hear me pretty well or no? Because I'm driving.
No, yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I got a couple things to go on about. missed a lot of that Elon Musk stuff just because I got paused it, but then because I'm busy, then I have to go to live because I don't want to miss something. But anyway, I did notice a lot that he says if like Obama does, and I would totally love it if you would put a little collaboration of those two in the soundboard of Obama's ifs and Elon Musk's ifs. I think that'd be pretty cool.
He does qualify himself quite a bit in his entire talk, which I do appreciate. He speaks very carefully. He makes a lot of qualifiers, like if this happens and this. He even says, like in that talk, he's saying this is what I think's going to happen. This is not what I want to happen. So he has a very different outlook of what he wants versus what he thinks is actually going to happen, which I respect. And a lot of people don't get that nuance.
For sure. I guess, like I said, I didn't listen to all that, but I guess I almost feel like an asshole now because now I'm going to point out something that you've probably never noticed before, and so now it's probably going to bother you. But Obama and Elon Musk did the same exact thing, because if Obama, like, whenever his
oh my God, you dropped out. You're just about ready to say exactly what...
He would lose where he was. He was just like, if, and then, you know, like, and then Elon Musk did the same thing, so that I just kind of noticed that. But anyway, I'll move on, because I obviously missed the boat on that one. So here's the next thing I got.
Sure.
This is just my personal opinion. I don't know how other people feel about it. I watch, like, especially on YouTube, I watch tons of channels, you know, and a lot of them have Patreon, and it's really hard. Like, it sounds really easy to be like, hey, guys, y'all can't just donate $1, and I'd love to help support the channel, but it's really hard whenever I'm really personal with 25 different channels. I can't donate $1 to every single channel, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
at some point, you just have to draw a line. So, I mean, to each their own, and I would love to support the channel. I wish there was other ways. Like, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
No, I totally understand your point there. I would
totally. I've talked to you before about T-shirts and stuff because I own a T-shirt company, and I'm not trying to just like push that to you, but I mean, I would totally, you know, buy a bumper sticker that says OBDM, which would totally, you know, help promote too, or something. You know what I mean? Just some other way to support the channel versus just like, hey, I'm going to give you money, and if I don't check my account and it automatically withdraws, then I'm going to overdraft my shit. Yeah. Because I don't trust the government enough to leave my money in the bank. You know?
Sure. No, that's a good point too, and I know, like, I'm the same as you. I listen to a lot of podcasts and YouTubers who I do like and don't support monetarily. Then there are a lot that I do. I like Ryan Dawson. I swing him like a buck a month, and I like No Agenda. I love Styx Hexenhammer. I do a very niche thing here. Joe is on this journey with me doing a niche thing, and so is Clown Baby, and we understand we're not going to be popular. That's fine. And if people can donate, great. I don't really talk about it very often. I'll maybe mention it once a show, if that. And I don't guilt people into it because I understand there's a lot of other content out there that people want to give their money to, and that's fine. I've been doing the show for free for 11 years. I doubt I'm going to stop, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, one thing I was thinking about, you know how, like, when you have a buddy that knows how to work on cars, you call him every single time you know how to, like, you have a problem with a car or something, and then you always feel bad, you know what I mean? Well, if you were my friend, then I would basically do that with everything audio because I just want all kinds of funny drops and stuff like that. But I was thinking that maybe you could put, like, a little soundboard together and just make an app. Like, I don't know how hard that is. I'm not trying to sign you up for a bunch of work, but if it's not that hard, I would totally pay $2 for an app, you know, with a bunch of drops from the show and stuff like that on it, you know?
I thought about that. I talked about that with Joe in Clown Baby quite a bit, that if we did do that, we would probably run into licensing problems because we have a lot of drops from Alex Jones and other content, other people like the Macho Man and like Charlie Sheen and Trump. I'm sure at some point in time, if it started to get enough attention, they're going to be like, well, motherfucker, that's you're using our... I don't know. That's a very tricky...
forgiveness instead of permission. I don't know how hard it is, but if it was pretty easy... I mean, I have 4 Trump soundboards on my phone right now. You know what I mean? None of those guys are licensed. I guarantee you that, you know?
Probably.
They were all free, too, but... Anyway, touche. I was just trying to think a little bit for you, because, I mean, I would love to support the channel, and I hope that it doesn't go to Patreon-only call-in. Like, I know that it's super petty that someone keeps calling in with like stupid shit. But and I know Joe would be losing his mind if he was on right now. But
he might be lowering. Clown Baby would be absolutely furious. Clown Baby would be trashing his computer and pulling out his Sega shotgun and blasting his entire room. So I don't want to do that. And I doubt it will go that way. There might be a preferred caller line. How I gear it, where if you have a Patreon account with us and that might be the hotline, and then I'll have the regular peon line. So
or maybe can you? I don't know much about Skype, but can you just save the numbers? Like you could save a name under someone's number so you'd know. Like, hey, look, if you're already on, then you know.
I could do that. Yeah, I definitely could do that. And I've thought about doing that. I probably will start implementing that in the future. It's just when there are prank callers, they can spoof numbers and they can have any number, phone number that pops up. So it's hard to judge who's calling sometimes. But
last thing, if you will, did you see the volcano over in I think it was Thailand?
No, what's going on over there?
Fuck that up. I don't know. I've been kind of waiting. You know, I saw the same. Like everybody has the same video of a big mushroom cloud coming up, but I don't know how much. It said no fatalities, but I don't know how much destruction or anything it did. I haven't really heard anything. I was hoping that maybe you'd cover something about it tonight. But
I'm finding out about it just right now. The Indonesia's Mount Sinabung erupts, and oh my God, there's ash everywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's incredible. I didn't know anything about it. I'm talking about aliens and AI tonight, and time travelers coming up here real soon.
Yeah, for sure.
But hey,
can you stop the hammering, and then I'll call in next time.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, give me an email about your T-shirt business, because it is something that I've been dragging my feet on. It's just now I'm doing 3 shows a week. It leaves very little time to do any extracurricular kind of marketing or product besides the show. So it's tough. So give me an email at rbigdumouth.com.
I'll send you another email. I'm going to forward it to you right now during the show, so you get it, okay?
Appreciate that.
Will you stop the hammering?
I will do that because I don't even have it up. I'm running a limited thing right now. I'm bringing it up for you right now. I'm going to bring it up right now. Here we go.
Stop the hammering.
There you go.
Right. Stop the hammering.
All right. Bye, buddy.
Okay, thank you for your call.
Yeah, I know. I don't even want to ask for money through Patreon or anything like that. But once you do a show for, I would say, over 3 years, you kind of like a little bit of things here and there, a little bit of under the table money, like grease the palms a little bit. And right now, our Patreon generates, I believe, close to maybe $150 a month. Yeah, not bad. Pretty impressive. Yay! But obviously, if I could expand the show to 300 times the size it is right now, I believe we would be fine. And I believe this channel, actually, for the amount of content we put out and how interactive we are with the people who listen, it's actually worth it. Go ahead and try to get a hold of Styx Hexenhammer. Try to call up his show. He won't take your phone call. He can't do it. You know why? He doesn't got the shampoo.
The shampoo.
That's why. And he's got beautiful hair. He's got luscious, long locks in that leather coat. And he won't even use shampoo.
Excuse me.
That's right. I guess we can move on to some other stuff that's going on YouTube right now. I talk about time travel a lot. I talk about aliens and all the paranormal conspiracy stuff. And there is a channel called ApexTV on YouTube who apparently has they cornered the market on alien time travelers. And I think they might be actually doing a live show right now where they might be interviewing a time traveler right now. Now, and I want to believe that there are time travelers out there and they come back and they want to give us their opinion about our civilization, what maybe has changed. I'll bring this open right now. But apparently this entire channel has the corner on all the time travelers. Like, look at this headline here. Time traveler took this picture from the year 5,000. Time traveler took this picture from the year 2118. Time traveler from the year 2030. Lie detector test. Like ApexTV has cornered the market on time travelers. People love this shit. They're tuning in. They're making a killing off of these time travelers. It's my opinion that these are most likely not time travelers.
The shampoo.
That's right. I don't know if these are time travelers, but we'll tune in live right now to find out what's going on. Maybe we can give him a call. Maybe we can give him a call.
Antonioni, ring a bell from New York. Antonioni.
I'm sorry. Antonioni sounds familiar, but that might, just be the fact that it might be common.
Where does that sound familiar?
It's the whistleblower. Hey, what's up?
I don't know. I think I could have heard it from entertainment. I'm not sure. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, no problem. No problem at all. Again, we don't want you to speculate or anything.
Yeah, how dare you speculate?
Yeah.
Moving on to the next one. Jonathan Pinske asks, what do you do to de-stress on your spare time in 2018? Because
yeah, you masturbate,
I
jerk
know
off?
you were sending me some messages saying
pound
you're in
off
some stress. So is there any way you can cope with it?
You pump it?
Stop pumping.
One way, I don't know, this is kind of makes me, less stressful, is when I talk with people. And just talking with people, it's just...
Look at his channel. They have a phone up to the microphone. They don't even have a proper setup when it comes to how to do a radio show. I don't get what they're doing here.
Or when I can,
they have the phone like held up to the microphone and they're doing like a live thing. They can't even do call-ins so people can talk to this time traveler. Get the time traveler on this show, motherfuckers! We'll take calls tonight.
Use it like a toilet.
Yeah, do they have toilets in the fucking future?
Just, sometimes they're just like being angry. I'll just, start, like,
I'm getting angry.
That, like I have a roommate, right?
Oh, you got a roommate in the future?
But anyways, I do have one because, it's to make sure, because I'm not any so I don't own a house.
Yes.
But basically, my roommate, he lets me just vent out and, be angry in the house, like not smash.
If you're in the future, I thought we're talking to Elon Musk about the future, and you're talking about living with a roommate in 2030. Aren't you living with a robot, you piece of shit?
Yell. Because it just helps a lot. It really helps a lot.
This is the whistleblower.
Okay, yeah, I saw you venting a little bit on our Discord last night, which, by the way, guys, if you want to join our Discord, link is down in the description. Noah sometimes goes on there among other people claiming to be time travelers. So I highly recommend you join our Discord live chat where you can talk with certain people. Link is down in the description of this live stream. Going to the next question here.
Why are you such a fucktard?
Nick W. asks, are nurses still in heavy demand in 2030?
No,
and what are some exact medical advancements that will be made by 2030?
Okay, great. I want to listen to this.
Nurses in the future aren't really in heavy demand, and some medical advancements.
The phone lines are back open.
Let me think. Some John medical advancements.
The phone lines are back open. Attic Rat, how many viewers are watching right now? 1,200, and that ApexTV has over almost 400,000 subscribers to that show. That's what's going on right now. And to give a little context about what they do, I put together some things. So here are I cut some stuff about how they operate over there on this channel. They do stuff like this.
This man claims he has been to the year 5000.
Yeah, this man claims he's been to the year 5000. Hey, are you from the year 5000? Caller, go ahead.
I'm from the year 5000, and I wanted to talk to you about the...
This man claims he has been to the year 5000.
All right, are you a man from the...
Alexander Smith claims to be an actual time traveler who has visited the year 2118.
In the future, we can control our audio devices a little bit better.
Are you from the year 8973?
This man claims he has been to the year 8973.
Oh my God! What about? Are you from the year? I think you are actually from the year 3780.
This woman claims she has been to the
I
year
can't even do that voice anymore.
3780.
I'm sorry.
Mike, it's Booty Rooter from the Slack.
Hi, Booty Rooter. How you doing, buddy?
Good. I wanted to call in and remind you to get your P.O. box up and running so I can send you some stuff I got.
I'm going to do that this weekend, actually, yeah.
I don't know that Patreon is the way to go for a conspiracy podcast where, we all live in shacks with our guns and...
I know. We live in the
government,
basement. I spend most of my money on cat food and ammo, so...
I'll send you some gold cougarans.
Oh, great!
As
yeah,
my payment.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not looking to get rich off this thing, but I'm to cut down on like bullshit phone calls. I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
but who knows?
Well, I do want to send something your way. I got a couple books too that I was like I said I found that I thought you'd be interested in.
Oh, fantastic!
So.
Cool.
Also, I was going to mention that I watched a Twitch streamer that I really like a lot. And what his method of gaining an audience was is that he streamed every day for 365 days in a row, six hours a day, which, I mean, is crazy.
That's insane,
that's what he wanted to do for a job.
What did he do? It's like he stream on the toilet and like all that shit?
No, he's just playing. It's actually a Magic the Gathering stream, but he did it for 365 days in a row, and now he's like number 3 usually in that channel or in that game. Whatever
in that market, like Magic the Gathering or Hearthstone's big on there,
and it's the regularity. You know what I mean? People knew that they could tune in late night and watch him play. So
I thought about starting. I thought about on my Twitch channel. I do have one. I thought about doing a character called Dr. Respectful because there's Dr. Disrespect is very big. I'm going to do Dr. Respectful. I'm very proper.
You're not going to cheat on your wife. That's how respectful
I won't cheat
you are.
on my girlfriend or wife. I'm very respectful. I'm proper. Yeah. Good shot, my friend. You certainly got me this time. Maybe that'll be big. Good. I don't know. I'm looking to make money is what I'm trying to say.
Makes you want to throw up.
You should, with a cardboard sign, go out on the street and podcast from there.
I don't know. If this show's not going to get big because it would have been big already. It is. Yeah. This show is the dumping ground for conspiracies and paranormal, and I love it. It's just the Jerry Springer of shit.
We all just use it like a toilet. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And we stop
pumping.
Yeah.
We've been screwed.
All right, well, I'm going to let you go.
All right, buddy. I'm going to go back and play some...
Have a good one.
Bye.
Sounds good. Bye.
I go. Oh, he's in the Slack. I'll definitely blow him up. He's got it. Give him some thunder from the castle.
Okay, thank you for your call. What is all this stuff?
There we go. The ApexTV that's on screen right there, they have all these different things where they claim to have people, they don't claim. They actually interview people, and these people claim that they're from the future, like this.
This man claims he has been to the year 10,000.
And they all claim that they have like a photograph, but if you actually look at the screen, when they hold up the photograph, they're all blurred out, and they say stuff like this.
You see this photo?
You'll see this photo.
You see this photo?
Oh, yes. You see this photo?
This is a photograph from the year 6000.
Oh, my God. I bet this man claims to be from the year 6000.
This man claims he has been to the year 6000.
I want to believe. I really do. But unblur the... the photograph. Let's see what's going on ApexTV.
And heavy demand?
Huh?
No, I just said not really.
Oh, is that due to robots or?
No, it kind of is. Not just robots, walking around, but I mean, like, technology advancements. You know what I'm saying?
We can't talk from the future.
Sure. Nick also said to give 2 real and 2 fake medical advancements to avoid a paradox, but is that necessary?
Yeah.
No, I want to give fake medical advancements.
Mm-hmm. Because you don't want to be, because they could clip that. Somebody in the news or something could clip that and say this is what he's saying is true, and then
listen, whatever they're doing over there, it's working. The guy's making money. But to me, this is co-opting the conspiracy and paranormal for the wrong reasons. I talk about this shit because I genuinely love it, and I care about these topics. I into meditation, astral projection. I believe in ghosts. I've had ghost experiences, paranormal experiences. I believe in UFOs. I want to believe in time travel. At least from what we know from the CIA documents, is very possible through the mind with Project Stargate. You can look into Project Pegasus. I don't like when people co-opt the conspiracy and paranormal movement, not any movement, just the genre of interest, to be charlatans and snake oil salesmen in some way. It kind of disappoints me, and I think it deserves ridicule, because there are people who will use these topics to obviously sell a book and make their money. Great. But do they actually care about the topics and like call bullshit out? I guess if I got a phone call from somebody who claimed to be from the year 6000, which I just did. I got a phone call from somebody from the future. He turns out to be in a Slack chat. I would entertain that, but I would also try to do my due diligence and call bullshit. It's like, why can't you tell me what happens next year? Like, if I could communicate to these people on this channel, I was like, well, just ask them. Are we going to go to war, the United States of America, are we going to go to war with North Korea within the next year? Because all signs point to yes, we will be at war with North Korea by April or sometime therein. I get it. They're doing some really Jerry Springer stuff over there when it comes to paranormal, time travel. They found their niche, and they're making their money. And I guess in a certain way that's respectable, but it's not doing anything for the goddamn fucking knowledge base out there. It's only polluting it a little bit. Makes me angry. I get angry. I get angry when people get manipulated into falling into this trap. And I'm not saying that the people over there in the chat are doing that, because I think I read through the chat. I submitted my question earlier on today. I got a notification about this so I could talk about it. And I submitted my question. And most people over there are like, yeah, I'm watching for entertainment purposes. I'm watching this live stream for entertainment purposes.
So, yeah,
if I said...
I get it. So, moving on to the next question. Yeah, Shane McGibbon asks, are you buying a lottery ticket and winning? If not, why not?
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, I feel like if I did, that would be like, the biggest paradox, and the fact is I never memorized the lottery ticket number, ever.
Yeah, that'd be pretty hard. But what about, investing in stocks or something?
Yeah.
You got to know what some big companies are.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I do know big companies. Well, I don't know if I have the money to invest in stocks yet.
Okay, but you're doing it for the betterment of.
You don't have money to invest in stocks yet. I mean, wait, they sit you through time with no currency. Doc Brown. Everything I know about time travel, you go through time in a DeLorean, and they give you a briefcase full of currency of every possible era you might wind up in. And therefore, you can survive and blend in and not be some bum on the street begging for change, living with a roommate in 2030.
Humanity, in your words, because you... Okay. Which, if that's true... You really are a hero, Noah, and
what?
I mean, you're doing it for the right reasons, if that is true. Ezekiel, thanks so much for another question. Ezekiel asks, the time traveler Jackson, also known as Numbers, spoke of a race called the Lattice, who held him captive in his year.
Uh-huh.
Do you know anything about the Lattice?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
Well, this guy is completely uninformed when it comes to time travel and the Lattice and all these other things. Oh my God. Where's this guy from?
This man claims he has been to the year 5000.
Oh my Lord, I didn't know that. I thought he was from a different time. What time was that?
Alexander Smith claims to be an actual time traveler who has visited the year 2118.
It doesn't seem right. I thought he was from a different time. What time would that be?
This man claims he has been to the year 6000.
It doesn't seem right. I thought he was from further in the future.
This man claims he has been to the year 8973.
Oh, that sounds about right. But I think he went a little further. I think he's from a little further past that.
This man claims he has been to the year 10,000.
That's more correct. I like that. This man is from the year 10,000. I mean, what do you want? Jesus Christ. Oh, boy. I like a little lettuce on my tacos. You know what I'm talking about? No, come on. I'm going to be getting out of here within 5 minutes, people. 614-388-9109. Thanks for hanging around and chit-chat with me. I don't know if we came to any conclusion other than AI probably should be... I know Joe's going to hate me for this, but it probably needs to be regulated in some way. I don't know how we're going to do that. But I'll get on that. I'll make a T-shirt that says "Regulate AI now." Hashtag regulate AI. Let's do that. Hashtag regulate AI before it gets out of control. Elon Musk is going to shoot himself into space and travel around in orbit with his dog, riding in his Tesla. Aliens may send messages to us to send us viruses and corrupt our thought patterns and lives. We learned that. Is there anything else? Oh, yeah, Thailand, or was the Philippines, had a volcano. There might be some other things in the news feed right now that I can touch on before we go. Joe and I will be back, and I believe, on Wednesday is the big Missing 411 show. Oh, yes, Clown Baby is coming back in a big way, and we are going to have a big Missing 411 show. Oh, yeah. Holy shit, my phone just started playing. Wow, that's bizarre. My phone just started playing out of the blue. On Wednesday, big Missing 411 show. We'll be taking calls there. We'll be talking about Off the Grid, playing some TV updates and some clips. So, yeah, I think the first hour of the show, big time Missing 411 show on Wednesday. What is the date on that? It will be February 21st, 2018. So come by, hang out with us, and definitely get your Missing 411 theories together because everyone's got a thought on this shit. We'll probably give an update on the skier that went missing. Again, if he has spoken out. Maybe he's remembered something since the time that he's gotten back to his home, maybe got acclimated to his regular life, and maybe he's made a YouTube video. I'm going to try to look into it, and yeah, I really appreciate you guys' time for hanging out, and I'm going to get out of here. Midnight Mike is signing off right now. Oh, yeah, it's happening. I'm getting out of here. What else? Yeah, the headlines here: become a good conspiracy theorist with these skills. Oh, God, there's the secret on the ocean floor. There's a CIA story there. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's all happening. This show's only begun, but I got to go. Caller, go ahead.
Hey, Mike, can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you, buddy.
Right on. Hey, it's Stan in Anchorage.
Hey, Stan, how you doing?
Hello?
Hey, I sent you an article here a little while ago about that whole Zuma payload.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. What is the Zuma payload?
That was a thing that was on that Falcon 9 rocket that they launched back in January. It was that multi-billion-dollar super classified item that was a Northrop Grumman.
And it supposedly went down and burst in flames.
Yeah, that's a bunch of bunk, and I'm pretty sure this article actually has a pretty good summary of all the different possibilities that happen to it, and goes into why they think it could be a possibility why it's a stealth kind of satellite that's up in the sky that nobody can track, and it's probably still up there doing what its mission was supposed to be doing.
I think it might be our secret weapon against North Korea, doing rods from God, because while the government maybe can't launch ordinances into space, but a private space company might be able to get away with launching some kind of like space platform weapon.
Absolutely. And one good thing in the article it mentioned was that there's been previous satellites that they've deployed back in 1990 and 1999 called the Misty satellites, and they actually deployed decoys during the launching of those to be able to trick any kind of anybody trying to track those.
I believe it, man. Look, all these, like, especially us, China and Russia, we have weapon platforms in space. We have super secret shit up there. Somebody in the chat just said Black Knight satellite, and that thing they say is space debris. I don't know if I believe that because it goes in a weird orbit. Look, it's so weird. Like, the more you listen and read about what is in orbit, it gives me pause, especially when you listen to stuff like Higher Side Chats and like Crow 777 about how he's not even able to really articulate what space really is. It gets bizarre. The world is way more complex than we even realize.
Oh, absolutely. That's a really good point that people need to think about. Is every day when I read this stuff and it just keeps expanding my mind, and you start feeling overwhelmed. But in a point of fact is everybody just has to start thinking. You got to start thinking outside the box. Don't take everything you're given. You're spoon fed, and especially what we were taught as kids. There is a much crazier world and a much more fantastical world out there than you could even imagine. And people say they're bored. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you're bored, you're not paying attention.
Totally agree. If you're bored, you haven't picked up a newspaper, you haven't read the anything on the internet at all, because there's no reason to be bored. There's plenty of things to do and there's plenty of things to learn.
No, because it's a simple YouTube. The problem is YouTube. There's just so many different videos out there, and it's kind of hard to get your mind wrapped around all the different possibilities. But you just got to just start looking for stuff, and just start going down the rabbit holes and all these different topics. And recently I was looking at Steve Quayle and the Tim Alberino, their discussions, and he has these Alberino analysis videos on YouTube, and they've got a whole bunch of different things about the Nephilim and all other kinds of biblical related stuff. And I got to say that some of this stuff is just so intriguing looking at, especially if you're looking at like the antediluvian stuff and talking about pre-flood technologies and pyramids and all the different stuff. I mean, you look at the pyramids, and even modern day people looking into it, it is almost crystal clear that these pyramids were built as power plants. Like the main one in Khufu, the Great Pyramid in Giza, it is the evidence is overwhelmingly pointing towards that thing being some sort of power plant, wireless technology. And that reminds me, it's all this wireless Tesla technology. And supposedly I saw a YouTube video that said that Tesla is the one that discovered the Black Knight satellite. Have you seen that?
I have not heard that. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, Tesla's doing some goofy shit, so the guy was hyper intelligent. I mean, way beyond anything we could really comprehend. And he got shut down.
I believe that. Yeah, he just Tesla, and just like the Nazis, they were getting fed this information, and other groups have been fed, this information from, whatever people want to call them, demons, aliens, interdimensionals, extra dimensionals. They were getting this information from somebody else. And we continue to kind of, have people doing that, especially within the occult, the Rosicrucians. There's all kinds of different groups that are involved in all kinds of this crazy, whacked out stuff. And it is just absolutely fascinating, the fact that we just live on this world where most people live in day-to-day lives, just going to their job, punching their time card, and going about their business, and you just think about what's really out there. It just blows your mind.
One of the great things about why I like doing the show is I get to talk to weird people like you. You're a weirdo like me, and they bring forth forth topics that are interesting that like I got to go look up later. So it's great.
No, agreed, and I'm really looking forward to Clown Baby come back and talking some missing 411, because that's. I wouldn't say that's the initial thing that got me down the rabbit hole, but that's the initial thing that got me hooked onto your guys' show, is just looking at stuff there and then just kind of listening to more and more of that, and absolutely fascinating. But my older son was actually the one, he asked those a couple of years ago. He asked for those books, and I said, Missing 411, what is this? And then I bought him the books, and then I got curious, and I just said, hey, I'll listen to them on Coast to Coast, and listened the first time with David Paulides, and I was absolutely hooked from day one. The only problem, I'm just one of those people that, has gone far enough down the rabbit hole of Missing 411. I just want more. I want him to start, releasing more information. And, it's good the way he kind of looks at it is he's very objective. And I'm very much into what people call, objective truths. But I would really just love to hear him actually talk more about what he thinks this is, and or what things these could be, the possibilities that are get involved, because I think there's multiple different options that could be causing this.
Well, if he had a good manager, he'd be doing a YouTube live show, call in like I'm doing. But we'll be doing that on Wednesday, and I hope to hear from you then. So I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go let the dogs out
on Wednesday night. So
yeah, I'm gonna go let the dogs out. Please call back in Wednesday. I'd love to hear from you then. We'll be doing other topics as well.
I look forward to it. Thanks, Mike.
Right, bye.
Later.
Why do I have to sit here and explain to people how this is crazy? I mean, literal re-education camps, black uniforms, and they're just bring down the shields, bring them down, bring down the shields. Satan is just saying the shields are falling. Soon the whole earth will fall. The shields are here. Drink some more poison, lady. I got some more shots. I'm sitting in the lowest form of prayer. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
We don't want to go there.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out, sticking around. We'll talk to you on Wednesday, the Missing 411 show. Call in. We'll be doing some headlines and the standard bullshit. Thank you very much.
Use